Altheris, can you help us understand the truth of who or what humans actually are from a universal energetic perspective?
Human beings are a reflection of that which is the desire of the universe itself to understand the nature of what it is capable of. When you begin with the universe, you see or you feel the vastness of the universal energy field. That is from an infinite perspective, that there is no outer edge, there is no inner middle to it. It is simply that which is the universe, which is continually, at this moment in time, expanding out and creating a much larger energy field. Within the energy field, within the universal energy field, what is occurring is from a conscious perspective, and that is what the universe is a conscious awareness of that which is itself. It does not, though, understand what its capability is. It does not understand what the various aspects of it are, because it cannot see itself. It needs to have something, what you would say is a mirror, for it to have reflected back to it that which it is. And so what occurs is that it creates, which is the nature of the universe itself as the creator. Some of you human beings call it God, or whatever the term is that you desire to use, God or the universe or the cosmos. What is occurring within the nature of the energy field is that it is creating life. It is creating something, and in this case what we are talking about is human beings. It is creating human beings to act as that mirror in terms of allowing it to understand the nature of its own energy, understand the nature of its own image. So human beings become the embodiment of that which is the universal spirit or the universal energy field. The what of the human being is the universal energy field. We're witnessing itself, universal field witnessing itself through that which is the physical body. The physical body is a different frequency of that which is the observer or the mirror, as you might describe it. It is a different energy, the physical body, but it is part of the ego energy, which creates that which is the strategies and the stories, because, as we have said, what is important is that the purpose of the ego is to maintain the physical body energy, and whether that is through optimum vitality or whatever the experience is to ensure the survival of that of the physical body. That is the who that you are. You create that which is the story. You create a name, you are given a name, and then you are conditioned, or you are taught in the ways of humanity in order to be able to survive, because that is the imperative for the ego, is to survive within society, and that is what society does. It teaches you how to do it. That is the who, the story. And as we have said, the what, which is the observer, is the energy that comes through the physical body in order to witness itself through that which is mirrored to it. So each individual human being can act as the mirror to that which is the other human being, to show what is occurring from an energetic perspective, where the what sees the who of another, and the who mirrors back to the what. It shows the universe itself in action through creation.
It all sounds so incredibly interesting. How did it all start?
Well, we cannot give an answer to that, and that is the question. Of course, what occurs in terms of that which is ourselves as a universal energy, a blend of 144, and that which occurs for you as a universal energy, or anyone that is listening to this. You are all universal energy. You have existed. It is not a case of something having started. It has always been there. It is only what we would say is human beings that believe that there is a start and a finish to something. When you move beyond that in terms of the language or the duality or the separation of being and not being, or starting and finishing, then you move beyond that as a concept, because everything that is communicatable through that which is thought between human beings is conceptual. It is something that introduces the nature of duality, this or that, good or bad. That is the way that it has always been. There is no separation, there is no beginning, and there is no end, and it has always been. So it is part of human beings to bring meaning to the nature of that which is their life. And so they create a start and they create a finish. They believe that the universe will finish. They believe that the sun will finish. They believe that they will finish when they die or move through that transitional process. But there is so much for human beings to learn outside of the duality, outside of that which they create to separate themselves, to give themselves an identity, which we would say is that which is inflating or creating the nature of the who, the nature of the story. But once you move away from that, once you accept within yourself that you are not the who, but you are the what, that is when you begin to understand and move away from that which is separation or the cause of your desire to have an individual identity.
And the what can only be eternal.
And the what is only eternal, as you say. It is only as it is. It is. It is. That is all we can say about it. It is what is happening. What is important at this moment in time in human history for humans to understand is really their place in the universe, and this is what they are always seeking. And the place in the universe is simply where they are existing. Human beings at this moment in time are the reflection, as we have said, of the universe, and the universe seeks to see itself through individual human experiences. It is the experiences that create the movement, give the, we would say, the feeling that you are living a life, that the life is separate, that you are an individuated human being. And that is fine, because that is what is serving the universe from a conscious awareness perspective. But once the universe itself comes to understand in a more full way what it is to be human, because that is what it is understanding in terms of the nature of itself, but through that, what it is to be the universe at that vibrational frequency, because humanity is a vibrational frequency, and within that, each individual human being is a unique vibrational frequency within that field of humanity. Once it has understood that, once it has seen through human experience what it is and what it is capable of from a creative perspective, then what occurs is that there is a desire, which is a natural desire of the consciousness of the universe to raise itself above that which is the frequency of humanity. But the energies that make up humanity need to rise above that which is the nature of being human. It is only when there is a marriage between the universal energy and the physical body itself that you can create what you have called a human being. But the energy itself, which is the what of the universe, rises above that which is the human being. Though the body itself changes and does move back and transforms and moves back to that which is the universal energy field. But there is a natural momentum for the universe to raise the vibrational frequency to something else, because experience is geared to the vibrational frequency that you are resonating at. As you know, when the vibrational frequency rises, then the experience changes as well. And that is what we would say to any human being in terms of the desire to change the nature of their own individuated experience as a human being. When they are at the ability or the stage to be able to change their vibrational frequency at will, moving between that of the observer and that of the experience, but from the observer position, creating the experience rather than allowing the experience to give them the feeling that they are being created, to take control, if that is the word you desire to use, to take control and to change their vibrational frequency through being optimally at that point, the vitality of the nature, what they bring from the observer perspective through the physical body, to change, to feel as if they are the creator, because they are the creator, to move away from being created.
So we can change the experience that we have as humanity here on planet Earth to one that brings more joy and more happiness and more peace.
Well, that is the nature of humanity, is always to strive for that as a vibrational frequency, but within that to create the experiences that sustain that which is the peaceful and harmonious way of being on this planet. But it is important for there to be a recognition that humans are not separate from the planet, and the planet is not separate from the solar system or space or that which is the universe. It is all connected through the energetic universal energy field. And as you transmit out, then you will receive back.
Thank you.
You're welcome.